And we'll begin today in a seat. So sitting cross-legged or kneeling, resting the hands on the knees, either face down or palms up. Start to close your eyes. Begin to sit a little bit taller. And begin to connect with your breath. Concentrating on taking deeper, slower, fuller inhales and exhales. And as you bring your attention inward, just check in on how you're feeling today, physically, emotionally. Relax the face, relax the legs. Ground down to the sit bones, reach up through the crown of the head. Tonight's practice is a nice restorative sequence, so it should be little effort. And as always, if a pose is not comfortable for your body for whatever reason, always feel free to take a different modification or a different pose. Let's take 3 deep breaths together to start our practice together. So exhale out any stale air. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, make a ha sound. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Last time, inhale. And exhale, release. Feel your lips start to flutter, your eyes open. We'll begin with a couple shoulder rolls. So inhale, shoulders to ears, and then exhale, roll them down and back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. One more time to the back. And then switch direction. So inhale, shoulders to ears. Moving with your breath. Nice. And then relax the shoulders down. Continue to sit tall as you inhale. Reach the arms up, palms touch. Take a little gaze towards the fingers. And on your exhale, lower the right hand to the floor. Left arm reaches up and over for a side body bend. You can rest on the fingertips, the palm, the forearm. Wherever you are, think a big open chest. Maybe you gaze up. Inhale, reach up through center. Take a peek up at the hands. And exhale, left hand comes to the floor, right arm reaches up and over. Continue to ground down into both sit bones evenly. Opening the chest, opening the heart. Bending deeper with every exhale. Next, inhale, come back through center, palms touch, gaze up, reach up. And exhale, left hand to right knee, right hand at the base of your spine for a gentle twist. Looking past the right shoulder if you can. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Carefully release, come back to center. Inhale, circle the arms up. Look up, reach up. Exhale, right hand comes to the left knee, left hand behind you. Twisting off to the left. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist. Last time, inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. And carefully come back to center, making your way onto all fours for tabletop. So knees come underneath the hip bones, wrists stack underneath the shoulders. We'll start with a neck stretch. So we're going to bring our right ear towards our right shoulder, keeping our back flat, feeling the stretch down the left side of the neck, gazing down. Inhale, head through center, and then exhale, left ear towards your left shoulder. Inhale, bring the head back through center. Next, inhale, lower the belly, tilt the hips up, gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, tuck the tailbone under. We'll do that 2 more times. So inhale, lift up through the chest, the tailbone, big arch. And exhale, round the back. Inhale, lift the chest, the collarbone, press down. And exhale, pull the abdominals in, round the spine. Coming to that flat, neutral spine. We'll take a couple of hip circles. So shaking the hips left to right. Maybe drawing little circles or big circles with the hips. Switching sides with the circles if you're taking them. And then pause for a moment. We're going to lower down to our bellies. So whatever way you gracefully and carefully can make it down. Untuck the toes. Take the left arm underneath your face so your head can rest on the outside of your hand. Bend the right knee. We're going to reach back for that right foot with the right hand for a quad stretch. So try to bring your heel towards your seat. Forehead resting down into that left arm. Trying to relax that left leg. And with control, carefully release the grip on the right foot. Switching sides, so right arm bends, the left arm reaches back for that left foot or ankle. Resting the forehead on the back of the hand or the forearm, pulling that left heel towards your seat. Making this a passive stretch, so try to relax the muscles in the legs, relax the low back, soften the shoulders. Once again, without slingshotting the foot, carefully release the grip. Keeping the legs on the floor, we're going to move into Sphinx pose. So pressing your weight into your forearms, making an 11 with your arms. Elbows are underneath the shoulders, palms flat, fingers can be wide. Again, check in with the lower body, relax all the muscles. Lifting up through the chest, getting a gentle back bend. Next exhale, carefully lower down. Tucking the toes under, weight into the hands, pressing back into child's pose. So bring the big toes together, separate your knees wide. Crawl your fingertips forward. Forehead reaches towards the floor. Chest is nice and heavy between the legs. Take this moment to reconnect with your breath. You could stay right here in child's pose, or you can add a little bit more of a shoulder stretch by threading the needle, bringing the right arm underneath you, continuing to reach your left arm forward. You can rest the side of the right head on the floor, or you can bring the forehead down, reaching the hips back towards the heels, trying to relax with every exhale. If your right arm is threaded, carefully lift up, unwind it, switching sides so left arm threads underneath this time, reaching off to the right, palm up. The left side of the head can rest on the mat or the forehead. Continue to reach through the right fingertips and back through the sit bones. And if you are wound up, carefully come back to child's pose. Press into tabletop, bring the knees underneath the hips, and step your right foot to the top of your mat. It's okay to use your hand to help you get there. Moving into a low lunge. So heel toe your foot forward so the ankle is right directly underneath the knee. Start to let the hips really sink down to the floor. You can keep your hands on the mat, or if you want to lift up to intensify the stretch, you can bring the arms overhead, rest them on the hips, or maybe press them down into the thigh. Softening the shoulders, softening the face. Next, exhale, lower the hands to frame the right foot, press the hips back, straightening out the right leg, flex the toes towards the face. Start to fold, hinging forward, reaching the forehead towards the knee or towards the ankle, feeling the stretch beneath the leg. And carefully walk the hands forward, rebend the knee, and then we're going to heel toe the right foot to the outside edge of the mat. So we're in a wide lunge position, moving into a lizard lunge. So you can stay right here with the hands into the floor. If your hips are feeling open, you can come down onto your forearms. It's a pretty intense hip opener. So just breathe into the sensation. Unclench the jaw. Relax the breath. If you're down on your forearms, pressing back into the palms, heel toe the foot back to center, stepping it back, placing the right knee on the mat, switching sides. So left leg steps forward, setting up for the lunge, making sure our alignment is correct, knee over ankle, both hips pressing forward, staying right here if you'd like, or you can lift the chest, maybe lift the arms, wherever feels best for you. And on your next exhale, slowly bring the hands to frame the foot. Press the hips back, flexing the left toes towards the face, straightening your front leg as much as you can. And as it's comfortable, you can start to fold forward a little deeper. Still trying to soften the shoulders. Slowly start to bend back into the left leg. Walk the hands forward. Heel toe your left foot to the outside edge of your mat. Once again, moving into this nice lizard stretch so hands can be on the floor, maybe the forearms. And just breathe into it. Noticing if one side feels a little tighter than the other, that's completely normal. And if you're down on your forearms, start to come out of the pose, pressing into each palm. And then heel toe your left foot back underneath your chest. Press back to tabletop. Coming into a puppy stretch, so one palm at a time. Reach the hands forward, keeping the hips stacked right over the knees. Forehead reaches towards the floor. Big shoulder opener. If you're feeling very open, you can lift the chin, looking forward. And slowly start to release out of the pose, taking it one palm at a time, sitting back onto the heels and making your way into a seat. Bending both knees, bringing them about 2 feet out in front of you. Soles of the feet touch, so we're in a wide butterfly shape. Take an inhale, sit up tall, lift the heart, lift the gaze. And then exhale, round the back, folding forward. Trying to reach the forehead to meet the feet. And try to fully surrender into this pose. No effort whatsoever. Focusing on your breath. And slowly start to lift the upper body back up. We'll just extend the legs forward, bringing the ankles together, moving any flesh from underneath your sit bones. Take an inhale, reach up, look up, and exhale, forward fold. Once again, making this really passive. So maybe that means you aren't reaching for the feet. Maybe it means your arms are just by your side. Really try to relax the quads, the calves, and let gravity pull the upper body down. And let's slowly start to come out, one vertebrae at a time, lifting the chest, scooting your sit bones to the center of your space, making your way onto your back. So once you're in a supine position, heel toe your feet out to the corners of your mat, and then let your knees knock in together. Take a moment to roll your shoulder blades away from your ears, palms face up. You can also place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Wherever you are, you can close your eyes. There should be a nice release in the low back. Just notice how grounded you feel. No effort at all. And if your eyes are closed, slowly start to flutter them open. We'll take a couple windshield wipers with the legs. So drop both knees over to the left. And when you're ready, bring them over to the right. It's nice, slow movements. Gaze can be up on the ceiling. And then find some stillness. Heel toe the feet back underneath the knees, and then bend the knees towards the chest. You can reach for opposite elbows, maybe grabbing a hold of the shins or the backs of the thighs. Take a gentle rock from side to side, releasing any tension in the low back. And then place the feet back on the mat, hands down by the side. On an inhale, lift your hips off the floor about an inch, and then scoot them to the left about 2 inches. Bring the knees towards the chest once again, and then let them fall over to the right for a supine twist. Arms can extend out to a T, or for a little bit of a chest opener, you can bend the elbows so you're making a cactus goalpost shape. Once again, you're welcome to close your eyes here. Always trying to keep both shoulders in contact with the floor. You can look up, or if it's comfortable on your neck, look over to the left. If your eyes are closed, slowly start to open them. Bring the head back through center. Bring the knees back through center. Place both feet on the floor, palms on the floor. Inhale, lift the hips off and up an inch, and then over to the right slightly. Knees lift up, and then lower them for a twist on the other side. Arms out or bent. Body fully relaxed. Looking over to the right if you can. Enjoying the twist. If your eyes are closed, open them back up, reaching the legs, the gaze back through center. Hug the knees one last time, and then bring the feet to the floor. Separating the knees open wide. Once again, bring the soles of the feet together. Letting gravity open the hips one last time. Roll shoulders away from ears. Palms can face up, or you're welcome to reconnect to your heartbeat and your breathing by placing your left hand on your chest, your right hand on your belly. Just observing the beat of your heart, the pace of your breath. Noticing where you might be holding any tension in the body. And on every exhale, just try to bring a little bit more softness to that space. You have the option to stay in this position for Shavasana, or if you'd like, you can extend the arms out, extend the legs out, toes flare out, palms face up. For our final pose of the evening, taking a moment again to scan your body and fully relax. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. If you want to start to reawaken the body, start to bring little movements into the fingertips, into the toes, rock the head side to side, roll out the wrists, and roll out the ankles. Bring the feet together, point the toes forward, arms reach up behind you. Next exhale, knees come into chest, giving them a squeeze and then rolling over to your right or your left side. Pausing in fetal pose, and then make your way back up to a seat the same way that we started. Knees open wide, Chest lifts tall, shoulders relax. Once again, take a moment to check in on how you're feeling. Hopefully, a little calmer, a little bit more relaxed. Take an inhale, bring the palms together, rest the thumbs against the chest. A gentle bow forward with the forehead. Let's take a deep breath to end our time together. So exhale out any air. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it all go. Take a moment to thank yourself for finding time to rest and restore the body and the mind. We bow together. Namaste.